Hey, welcome back, my fellow humble investors. It's me, E.T., and you know, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a self-taught investor who likes to talk about great companies in particular. Oh, you know I love to talk about Humbl. Now, in today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about making great investments, as I see it as it relates to Humbl. And also we're going to take a look and see exactly what happened within Humbl last week. So let's do it. Let's get to it. Hey, my fellow Humbl investors. Last week I actually started rereading a book that I read back in 1997. This is the book that actually got me started in investing. It was kind of as they say, butt backwards. This book got me into starting off investing with options. And then later on down the line, I went into actually, learning about the fundamental technical analysis and actually investing and doing research and due diligence on a company. But I decided to go ahead and reread this book. It's been a while, and Humbl is not the only company that I invest in. I like dividend investing, and I also write a lot of covered calls. So as I was thumbing through this book, I decided to go ahead and reread it. And the book is The Wall Street Money Machine by Wade Cook. And as I was thumbing through this book and started rereading this book, in chapter one talks about making great investments. And when I read this chapter, I really started thinking about Humbl. So I just wanted to talk a little bit real quick about some of the basic points that he talked about in the book when it comes to making great investment as it relates to Humbl. I'm just going to go over 3 basic points. He had more points, but I'm just going to go over 3. Point number 1, can you explain what the company does? And you know what? When I read that, I remember trying to tell people, explain to people what Humbl does. Now I was able to get it out, but it wasn't smooth. It wasn't quick. I fumbled my way through it. So what I automatically started thinking about, I said, you know what? We would need an elevator pitch for if somebody asked that question. We're trying to explain to them what Humbl does. We need an elevator pitch. And as you guys know, an elevator pitch is nothing more than being able to explain something from the time it takes to move from one floor to the floor that you want in an elevator. And you're talking to somebody trying to explain something to them, you should be able to do it within that. That's where that term elevator pitch comes from. So I thought about it, and I kind of wrote out my elevator pitch for Humbl. Here it is. Humbl is a startup fintech company utilizing blockchain technology to facilitate digital tokenization transactions. Blockchain will allow funds to be transferred from peer-to-peer, consumer to merchants, merchants to consumer, and cryptocurrency. These transactions/transfers can be completed across international borders. Now, that may seem kind of long and kind of cumbersome and so forth, but that's what I came up with. So I need you guys to help me out. Help me refine this elevator pitch. So that way, when I'm explaining Humbl to someone, I can do it quick and smooth. Now, when I look at that elevator pitch that I wrote out there that we just reviewed, I can think of a quicker way to say it. And that is, Humbl, what they do is they facilitate digital transaction by way of the blockchain. I don't know. Maybe that would be much faster, much quicker, makes more sense than one I just written. So if you guys can do me a favor, Humbl Nation, if you can do me a favor and help me refine this, I would appreciate it. All right. Point number 2. Does it have jazz? Jazz basically means, is there excitement? And is there a desire to own the stock? Now, excitement, desire to own the stock, yes, I think it's definitely exciting because we know what's going on, with NFTs. We know that we're just now getting through the CV-19 and people are getting out and they want to go back to concerts and things of that nature there. I'm a big wrestling fan from the WWE. And guess what? On the 16th of August, they're coming here to San Antonio and I'm going. All right. And I just wish, trust me, if I could buy my ticket through Tickery, I would. But things like that. So there's plenty of excitement, desire to own. I think so. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, traditionally for the last 3 to 4 months, Humbl has been one of the top 10 most searched stocks on the internet. Not only that, but you see, we're bringing on people like Rob Luna. You've got Rick Fox, one of the Carter brothers. All these people in the Olympic athletes, as well as other professional athletes in the NFL and in the NBA is definitely coming. So is there an excitement to own? Yes, there is. And if it wasn't, they wouldn't be coming on board. Once they find out what the Humbl story is about, they want a piece of the action. All right. And then number 3, the third basic point is the current price discounted. I believe that the current price is discounted based upon future earnings, not on the current earnings. And if that's the case, it's probably overvalued. But I'm not looking for today. I'm looking for a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. And if I'm correct, if we're correct, if the Humbl Nation is correct, at the current price of 95 cents, it's discounted. It's undervalued. All right. Well, those are some 3 quick basic points that I wanted to bring out. He also goes into, understanding financial and things of that nature there. So I'll tell you what, let's take a look and see exactly what happened last week. No big news from last week. Let's go ahead and review some of the tweets from last week. Oh, before we do that, I have to show you this trailer. So stick around, check it out.
Can I ask you something? You had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything that you ever wanted. One moment. Would you capture it or let it slip? Was that Eminem? Yes. Together as a team, hang on. We can take out some evil people. So we're all gonna die.
That trailer was from Monster Creative LA, and that is a Humbl owned company. Yes, very good trailer, and this is just shows things to come when it comes to producing those various types of NFTs for sporting events, concerts, all kinds of things. All right. Last week also, evidently they completed some podcasts last week, and this is a picture of Brian Foote with Olympic hopeful, Olympic medal hopeful, Gabrielle Thomas. Here is a tweet from a Nigerian artist, a very good artist at that he tweeted this out to Humbl Nation. This is the reply that Brian Foote sent him. Honored to be one of your works. Definitely see NFT in your future. Keep grinding. Very good. Like I said, not much in the way of news. A few very good tweets here. Let's take a look at the price action for last week. All right, here we go. As you can see, on Friday, we closed at 95 cents. Might as well just call it 95 cents. We opened at 98, so we went down for today. But also, I want you guys to take a look at something here. Look at today's volume on Friday, and that's what we've been seeing trending, and that is lower volume, 2.4 million. The 10-day average is even down. We're down to 4.4 million. And as you can see, the 5-day price performance here is on a downward slope from last week. But if you notice, it it looks like we're maintaining a support above that 94 cents, 92, 94 cents. So hopefully we can break out of that support and establish a new, much higher support. This here, I'll call these guys my short seller blockade, because the short selling for Humbl has been out of this world for the last few months. And if you look at this, you see that the short ratio on Friday was at 33%. That's down, still above 20%, but that is down. But also, if you look, you see that the volume is down, short percentage is down. So we're definitely, when it comes to shorts, we're trending in the right direction. And this here just shows that Humbl is still number 7 on the 50 most searched stocks within the last 72 hours. This is my current position within Humbl, 6,785 shares. My cost basis has been reducing. It is now down to $1.82. And you see my shares that I have, unfortunately. Here is my Humbl Financial ETX summary. In Block 3, I am down 37%. In Block 5, down 33%. And like I said, this is just a reflection of what's going on in the cryptocurrency market. Here is a bi-week performance for my ETX and Humbl Finance. As you can see, I actually went up a little this week. That $1,000 investment now is worth $649.48, or a net loss of 35% currently. That's a paper loss. Overall, as you can see, last week was kind of a flat week, not much going on in the way of news. Also, when it comes to price action, I didn't buy much last week. Hopefully, I'll buy a little bit more this week, continue to drive down my cost basis. My ETX went up slightly, but mainly because the crypto market is starting to kind of somewhat improve, but it's going to be volatile. It's going to go up, going to go down. We'll see what happens with that. With all that being said, guys, I will see you next Sunday, if not sooner. You guys take care. Bye-bye.